So the two ones that are still left on the board are the village of the Frogkin and the gold-stealing creature.
I'm gonna lean over Uhtred like, let's do your thing now.
Did your shark not provide enough bounty for you, sir?
I'm just gonna look at him like, bitch?
Well, according to the scroll, there's another settlement that's nearby, and basically it's a little bit larger of a town. It's not really anything that has kind of like a name to it, not like a major landmark type place, especially in the desert. But they have this problem where they have a large amount of gold supplies in various places that they've mined out. And they are concerned because a lot of this gold that they've acquired has been going missing. And they think that it's some form of a creature that's been spotted kind of sneaking in and out of the area at night. And people have said that they've found gold in the areas where the creature's been spotted. They're offering a reward of the stolen gold should the creature be brought in because they want to keep the gold that they already have. It has also been stealing gold from the local church.
These ruffians must pay with their lives.
You guys are going to travel there, get there after about a day or so of riding, and you arrive in the town. There's nothing really too big that really stands out there. The only building that kind of stands out among the rest of the small little house areas is what looks like the town treasury or the town bank. It's larger, it's more ornate, and it's also made out of thicker stone than the rest of the buildings.
I'm gonna look around for, somebody who looks important and ask where the mayor is.
Okay, roll a search check. You roll a search check. You discern that the mayor is probably in the bank or whatever that building decides to be. It is marked as a treasury, so I would assume that it has something official, but you can assume that they're probably inside there.
Alright, so I'm gonna go in the treasury. Come, lads. Let's go deal with some thieves.
Ribbit. I just walk behind him.
Kenny, you going with them too?
Yeah.
So all three of you guys walk into the building. As you walk in, the bank teller looks at you and says, "Oh, what can we do for you lot today? Would you like to open a bank account?"
What? Absolutely not. I heard you have a problem with thieves.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
In the back behind him like, well, I don't trust banks.
Are these yours, sir? They're such lovely little animals.
Hey, thanks, man.
That one with the mouth, he was very expensive. Totally not worth the money.
Jackass.
No, I think he swears at me too much. Like a parrot, you know? Been around a lot of sailors too much.
Can I see if I can shit out the bottle?
Roll a constitution. You got a bottleneck poking out. That's about it right now. So basically what happens is the teller it says that you guys have come there because of the flyer that they had put up. The teller stands up and he leads you into where the bank vault is in the back. And he looks inside, and basically the inside of the vault still has a good amount of gold in it, but you can tell that it looks like there's not as much as maybe what you were thinking initially, especially given the size of the building. And the teller tells you that basically in the night there is a small creature that has been seen that has shown up and stolen the gold. And it really is never seen during the daytime, so it might be a better chance to find it then.
I look around the vault for a kind of like a hideaway.
A hiding spot? There are some hiding spots behind like the bricks of gold and stuff and the gold coins. So you can roll for a hide check to hide in there.
Well, I rolled a 26.
So yeah, you rolled a 26. So yes, you are successfully able to hide in the room. So you will be able to sit in there until the creature arrives. Or either you two guys going to stay in there, or are you going to go outside, do something else?
All right, lads. We'll set up camp here. We'll wait for him. And then when he comes, we're going to crush him.
Okay.
Send him to God.
Kane, do you want to post up anywhere with your rifle? Maybe like on the roof or something?
Yeah, sure. That's actually not a bad idea.
So you head up to the roof, which there is a staircase, so you don't have to roll a jump save for anything to get up there. So you get up to the roof. Raka, you're kind of in the lobby area, and Cham, you're in the actual vault. So Kane, since you're up on the roof, I want you to roll me a spot check. All right, that's
Damn.
an 18.
Even with the fucking good plus, it's a shitty roll.
Yeah, no, it's a good plus 12. Okay, so that's 18. So, Kane, you look in the sky and you see a rainbow.
Yay!
No fucking way. Is this a fucking leprechaun?
All right, so do any of you want to do anything else before we switch over to nighttime? Okay, so everybody remains quiet. Kane and Raka, since Sham's in the vault, he can't really see anything that's outside the vault. Kane, you can roll first, and Raka, you can roll because you're in the lobby, so you can kind of see out through the windows and stuff. 14. Ooh. All right, so Raka, you don't hear or see anything. Kane, you got a 14, so you hear what sounds like a couple errant footsteps, but nothing really serious. Cham, I want you to roll now. All right, Cham, you're sitting in the side of the room, and you hear what sounds like little footsteps coming inside. You also hear what sounds like metal clanging around, and you see a dark figure about the size of a gnome that is grabbing the gold coins and shoving them into a sack.
Moves sound like stealth.
You are able to successfully stealth around the room, although I will roll to see if he actually does notice you. No, he rolls a 2. He's not even aware of you. He's just shoving all those gold coins in that bag.
I'm gonna grapple him and hold him.
All right, roll a grapple check. You're successfully able to grapple the small little being. It begins screaming out as you grab it and try and hold it still. Let go of me! Let go of me!
I'm gonna whisper to him why are you stealing gold?
Let go of me, you dumb bastard! Who are you? As the screaming is happening, Rocka and Kane both roll listen checks to see if you hear the commotion. Kane, you hear like a little bit of a scuffling or something like. You hear like what sounds like a rustling a little bit, and you kind of look around, but you don't really see anything. Rocka, you hear a lot of noise coming from inside the vault that's kind of concerning.
Uhtred smells fairies. Uhtred doesn't like fairies very much.
All right, so Rocka, you walk in, and as you walk in, you kind of you take a torch with you off the wall so you can actually see what's going on. And as you walk in, you see Cham wrestling with a short man with a red beard and a green outfit. It appears to be a leprechaun.
Aha! It seems our green friend has found the thief, a midget ginger.
Oh, don't kill me, Mr. Paladin, please, God. This is my gold. I'm taking it back, you see.
I don't believe yous. The bank would never steal money from a leprechaun.
The village stole the money. They just stuck it in here to try and make sure we couldn't get it back. They took our pot of gold. They
rubbish. You're telling porkies, mate. That's absolute tripe. I shall smite thee.
What? No, don't kill me, please. He is still cowering in fear, though. He's shaking because he believes he's going to die.
You smell piss.
So I roll to see if he's lying, like sense motive.
Okay. So he is not telling the truth that the gold was stolen from him. Instead, you sense more the motive that he seems more like less that the gold was stolen from him and more like he's addicted to stealing gold.
Where are the zip ties? We must cuff him.
What's a zip tie? Don't do anything to me.
Bring me Griffin in here. I got her a snack.
The teller brings in your griffin that goes up to the little leprechaun as Cham is holding it. The griffin sniffs it. The leprechaun has pissed itself already. It has begun to shit itself. It is horrified with fear at the griffin already because he's seen many of his brethren eaten by similar-sized beasts.
All right then, mate. You go out and tell us where you put all the people's gold at, and I won't feed you to me, Griffin.
Look, okay, we stored the gold. It's at the end of the rainbow. It's at the end of the rainbow. You just follow the rainbow, and you'll find the gold. Okay? You gotta wait until the sun comes out.
Commercial before. Nope, you're gonna take us there.
But if I take you back there, they'll kill me.
I'll kill you now.
Oh Lord. Okay, I'll lead you to the pot of gold. Just have the frog let me go.
Nope, that's not how this works, mate. Go on, Froggy. You go ahead and keep him tied up on a leash.
I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie him to the griffin.
Okay, use rope. So you rolled a 13. You tie him well enough to the griffin. Nothing special, but again, he's not very large, so it's kind of difficult for him to wriggle out of a rope anyway because of his small size. He doesn't really have a whole lot of strength. So he's stuck to the griffin right now. So basically, what he does is he says that he will tell you directions as you get closer to where he is supposed to go. So he leads you outside. Kane, you now see that Rocka and Cham are leaving the treasury with the griffin and the leprechaun tied to the griffin.
Well, I'm just gonna go with him.
Okay, you jump down from the roof and you follow them. The leprechaun leads you off into a small wooded area that's right outside the village and leads you kind of through the trees. And as you get closer, you start seeing this kind of bright, glowing yellow light coming out of the woods, and you're not really sure what it is. The leprechaun says that that is where they have hidden the gold.
Take us there, Leprechaun.
It's right over there. All you gotta do is walk to it.
I don't believe you, so you're coming with.
I don't have a choice. I'm tied to the griffin. Wherever the griffin goes, I go.
Come on, Tura.
The griffin eagerly goes towards the glowing light as you guys walk towards it. And as you get towards it, you come to a little bit of a clearing where there is a literal black pot of gold. You also see that it appears there are a series of leprechauns that are running around the area, both tending to the pot of gold, counting the gold. They also appear to be, there's a few of them at a table that appear to be planning some things out. They all look relatively similar. They're all in green fatigues and headbands and little helmets and stuff like that. It looks like they're planning for a much bigger raid on the bank to kind of finish off what gold they're trying to get. And the glow itself is coming from the actual cauldron, the black kettle that the gold is sitting in. Probably about 5 leprechauns in the camp.
Bollocks. I didn't much feel like fighting 5 midgets today.
That's the first time I've heard that statement in a while.
Ah well. Let's get our gold, lads. Just cracks his knuckles, unsheaths his great sword. Come on.
I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna take off the leprechaun from the griffin, and I'm gonna put it in front of the griffin's mouth. Here you go, Griffin. Have at it.
No, that's not good. I'm a man of me word. Put him back on the griffin's back. We're gonna kill his friends.
Okay.
And I put him back on the fucking griffin.
Okay, so if any of you guys have ranged weapons, you'll be able to strike from the bushes. Or if you want to do sneak rolls, you can sneak up on some of them. There is some brush on the other side that you can use as cover, even though the area is pretty brightly lit. And Raka, I don't know if you're just going to walk right out there.
I'm a paladin. I'm just going to walk right out there.
Okay, you and the griffin are going to walk right out there. Cham, I'm assuming that's a sneak roll?
Yep.
Okay, that is successful. Kane, are you going to just shoot at him from the brush? Because they don't see you yet.
Yeah, I might as well.
All right, so if you take a turn to aim, you're going to get a bonus anyway. Cham, are you just sneaking up, like, behind a certain area?
Just getting close to him, like inside the bush.
Okay, you're close enough where you're within attack range at this point. Now, Raka, you just walk right out there, so the leprechauns take immediate notice of you and see that you have one of their own tied to the griffin's side. They also put 2 and 2 together, seeing that you appear to be a paladin. The leprechauns all walk up to the front of you. They do have their weapons drawn. Each one of them appears to be wielding green daggers. You're not sure what those actually do, but the blades themselves are green in color. They look at you. What did you do to poor Seamus? You better not have hurt him.
All right, you little piglets. You're going to hand over the shiny stuff, and I don't feed your friend to me griffin.
What are you talking about? You let him go off of that griffin right now, and you walk your big, burly, armored butt out of these woods before we decide to stick ya.
Can I move to the far, like the farthest back leprechaun?
You're within attack range of all of them, so yes, you'll be able to attack whatever one you choose. You can choose the most rear one. Okay, so you do that. Oh, that was an attack roll, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Launching the one from the tongue.
Before I say what's actually going to happen with that cane, I'm going to give you a reactionary roll because you've taken the time to aim this entire time that Raka's been talking to them. So you're going to be able to pick your target. It's not the one that Cham is shooting at.
How many other ones are there?
There's 4 other ones. There's a leader and there's 3 other ones outside of the one that Cham just hit.
Alright, I'm going to aim for the leader.
Aiming for the head, I assume?
Yeah. Okay, so 17.
And so that will hit.
Alright.
So roll for damage for your rifle.
Oh, no!
Okay, so this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Cham, the one in the back that you hit. Okay, so that's an additional 2, so that's 8 damage. Okay, so Cham, basically what happens is you shoot your tongue out from the bushes, the knife in your tongue, and it sticks right in the back of the head of the rearest most leprechaun, killing it instantly. You then pull it back into the woods before its friends even notice that it is dead, and it is simply gone. Kane, at the same time that this happens, you pull the trigger on your rifle. The bullet flies through the air and instantaneously goes through the head of the lead leprechaun and explodes it. The leprechauns that are around it, that are still alive, the 3 remaining ones, are splattered in leprechaun brains. They then immediately begin freaking the fuck out. I'm going to roll 3 d20s for them to see how many of them have mental breakdowns. All right, so the 12 is like horrified, but he's still like able to like move around and do stuff. He's not like inhibited. The 9 is kind of the same. The 6, however, which is the second closest one to the back, he then begins having a freak out. He drops his green dagger, grabs his head, and curls up in the fetal position on the ground, screaming.
I'm gonna pounce on him. with my daggers.
Okay, before that happens, though, Raka, you're going to be able to do an attack of opportunity because they're all going to be startled by that gunshot.
I'm not going to attack him at that point. I think I've made my point. Now, as you can see...
All right, if that's the case, then Cham, I'll let you do your action because you're technically still hidden.
Oh, so this will be attack of opportunity?
Yes, it will be. Yeah, that hits.
So, I'm going to have my 2 daggers. I'm going to pin his arms to the ground. And he's looking at me. And you see my mouth just open up slowly. And I'm going to jut the fucking the dagger in my mouth.
Okay, roll
Into
for
his face.
damage on all 3 of your daggers. Oh, and that's doubled. That's 26 damage. So what you do is, you go up to the one that's in the fetal position, you immediately jam 1 dagger through its left palm, 1 dagger through its right palm. As you stated before, you lean over it with your mouth opening very slowly just to tease it a little bit. Then the blade shoots out from your mouth with your tongue and jams into the leprechaun's eye socket, killing it instantly. You are now all exposed. So the remaining 2 leprechauns collapse to their knees and state that they will return the gold as long as you allow them to live.
No, I don't think they're going to learn.
Right, now I'm going to ask one more time. Give us the shinies, all of it, and the 3 of you can go fuck off to Fairyland or wherever you like to go.
2. I took out the 3rd one.
No, there's still the one tied to the griffin.
Seamus is still tied to the griffin.
Okay.
They agree, even though it's a little bit hard to discern through all the crying and sniffling. They agree to give you back the gold. All of the gold they took, they state, is in the pot that is behind them.
I'm like, alright, fine, he's going to allow them to live. I'm going to start grabbing their weapons.
Okay, so you're going to pick up the green daggers?
Yep, all the green daggers.
Alright, so that means you have a total of 5 of them. They can't really put up any kind of a fight. They're kind of being held prisoner, so you just pick up the 5 daggers.
I'm just gonna look at Rocket. I'm like,
We've got the gold. Let's go. Gather up your loots. Except this one green dagger. This one's for the church.
Okay, so you want to take 1 of the 5 green daggers for the church?
Yep.
Okay, so Cham, you have 4. Raka has 1 of them.
and I'm gonna pick up the pot of gold.
I don't believe you have the physical strength to actually do that. I think you are all going to have to roll strength if you want to pick that thing up. There's a good amount of gold in there. They've stolen a lot of it over time. All right, that's an unnatural 20. So you're able to kind of, like, crank it to the side. Like,
Sorry.
Rocco, you'll also be able to roll for the griffin. Oh, God, Kane.
That's a nat
Woo! All right, 18. So between all of you, you are able to move the big thing of gold. My question, Rocco, you untied the last leprechaun, Seamus, that was tied to the griffin?
Yeah, I let Seamus go.
All right, so all 3 of the leprechauns then proceed to scream off into the woods like scared children. As you return the pot of gold to the bank, the teller or the bank manager is standing at the door and sees you return with a massive pot of gold. You also notice that the rainbow that was in the sky is now gone. He looks out over the... Oh my word! They did steal a lot of gold, didn't they? Those little buggers. So you guys return. The bank teller, the bank manager is ecstatic over the return of the gold and says that they will keep what it remains in the bank and they will give the rest to you. However, they do offer you the service of opening up a free account there should you want your funds to stay secured now that the threat of the leprechauns is gone.
No offense, mate, but you just had your gold stolen from leprechauns and we got it back in a night.
Yes, gold that is now yours.
Yes, that's correct. It's just payment, I suppose. But like I said, you couldn't keep that gold safe.
The bank manager admits that it's probably a better idea maybe if you do hang on to it. However, they do give you a bag of holding to put it in so you don't have to lug that thing all the way back to the oasis.
Now we're talking. What you should do, mate, this is just a spitballing idea, is you take these and you put all your stored gold in here and hide this somewhere nice.
My word, you're a genius, sir.
Indeed.
What is your name, adventurer?
My name is Uhtred Jerome.
Your name will be bestowed upon the inside of this bank. Thank you very much. By the way, are you related to the famous Jeromes, the ones that run the convenience stores?
You've had me confused with someone else. Good day, sir.
Damn it.
He just kind of looks at you a little bit, and he's like kind of sorry that he brought it up. It seems like you wanted to get off the subject rather quickly, but he does give you the bag of holding, which you can then load the gold into for transportation, and he will take your advice into consideration. So I'm gonna roll a d20 to see actually how much gold you guys got out of that.
I want to shit out. I want to shit out the bottle.
Roll Constitution. 17. All right. So after the long neck is now completely out, and you have thoroughly crapped out the bottle of booze.
I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna look at them. I'm just gonna walk away.
So what are you gonna do with the bottle then?
I'm just gonna leave it there for them for the bank.
Okay, so you take a dump on the floor, you leave it there, and you guys carry the gold out. The actual amount of gold that you received from that was 14,000. That was how much they actually stole out of that bank.